What's poppin', Lokang?
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Hello and welcome to the video. I fucking hate myself for that intro. Um. Alright, so right now, I am going to kind of show you some basic stuff inside of HitFilm and show you how you make things do stuff. Basically, it's how to get transparent assets for like OBS or Streamlabs or stuff like that. So hopefully this is useful. Right now I'm just going to work on making this transparent element, so this is not actually too necessary for the tutorial, but you know, I may as well show you how I do this because it's really easy and it takes like 10 seconds to do and it kind of looks good. So we're going to edit the text and say, really? Did that not work? There we go. And now I can change the preset to Vegas or open bar. Honestly, just work within the presets that are here. And we'll scale that up a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll just Really? You're gonna do me like that? Oh, it's because it's the size of the yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna delete this. And we are going to create our own text layer that will say scale this up and use the transform tool to bring it down so that our beautiful glow around it doesn't mess up, and clip on the end. So what we're doing here is dragging that underneath the plane, setting the layer to new text, and going to screen. Now I like to do something like this, set the extension amount to 0 for the first frame, and then keyframe that. And then keyframe maybe a second out. Like a second seems a little bit much for me, but other people seem to like a second. So then select these two, set Bezier curve, and it will animate on. Now what I do is disable this layer. We have, really? Oh, that's in a frame. Shit. Let's just set it to a little bit longer than that. 30, enter, and set. Delete this. Set this to 100. I'm having issues doing this. I don't know why. But it draws on decently fast. Doesn't look too bad. And we're just going to set that to the entirety of the export range. Do the same thing over here, except for 29 seconds. Honestly, I think 15 frames should be decent enough for it to disappear. So we're going to add a keyframe here. I just like Beziers. Beziers look really good. And we're going to set a 0% keyframe here. And set these both to Bezier. It honestly just looks better. So now it just disappears. So here's the interesting bit. Now that we have our asset, we're going to use GoPro Cineform, the GoPro Cineform preset, to export a transparent thing. I like to do this because it's easier than you know, recreating a GIF. Honestly, high is good enough, but film scan 1 or film scan 2. You could put it down to medium preset, but honestly, I wouldn't. We are going to, let's downscale this to 480p. Are you having issues? Really? 16 and 8 respectively? What? 720. 1280 by 720, right? I hate this so much. Yeah, 1280 by 720. Just save it as a copy. This will be 720p, but you're using it as a resource for something else, so it doesn't really matter. GoPro Cineform and export. We'll just save over untitled. Yes. So how's your day doing? I'll probably edit this part out. It's taking a bit. It's kind of awkward. All right. Now that that render's finished, I am going to, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it like that because, you know what? Screw it. Recursive follow the stream. That'll work. Media source. Okay. Browse. And we're going to go to the same path that I had earlier, which would be test out. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah. And this is how you get transparent stuff. Using HitFilm. Yeah. I don't really have anything to say after this. Oh yeah, and if you want it to loop like every 15 minutes, you're gonna get a big file, but honestly, in my mind, it's kind of worth it. This file, just for the 30 seconds, is 300 megabytes. If you know nothing about video, then you might think that's relatively small. It's not for 30 seconds of video. 30 seconds of 720p video. Because you're using 4 channels, RGB plus alpha. So it's not the smallest thing. But honestly, this saves me the time of converting things to GIF, which is kind of a bitch. Especially for higher resolution stuff and stuff that you want to look good. So, honestly, there's a trade-off. Also, like, I don't think this uses as much of my CPU as GIFs do, funnily enough. Especially if they're higher resolution GIFs. So, that's why I use this method. You can use whatever method you want. The issue is that I don't really have a scratch track. Shit. So, color, display, color, display, color, display, color, display. All right. Yeah. That's it for me. Peace.
Growing up, parents got me a guitar. Said you could do anything, kid, you could go far. You could be the president, fireman, race cars. The sky's the limit, kid, so shoot for the stars. So I strummed that guitar every day. Found a passion for music, never went away. I joined a couple bands and played a few shows. Tried to impress the girl in the front row, but soon enough
What's poppin', Low Gang? Fucking hate myself for that.